In the heart of a quaint village, nestled among rolling hills and meandering streams, lived a toymaker named Elias. His workshop was a place of wonder, filled with intricately crafted dolls and toys that captured the imagination of both young and old. Elias was known far and wide for his exceptional craftsmanship and the lifelike quality of his creations. One day, a wealthy nobleman named Lord Montague visited the village with his spoiled daughter, Isabella. The moment Isabella laid eyes on one of Elias' dolls, a beautifully delicate porcelain figure with flowing golden hair and eyes that seemed to sparkle, she demanded that her father buy it for her. However, Elias refused, for he believed that his creations should go to those who truly cherished them, not to those who sought to possess them merely as status symbols. Enraged by the rejection, Lord Montague plotted his revenge. Late that night, he sneaked into Elias' workshop and stole the doll that had captured his daughter's fancy. He thought that by denying Elias the pleasure of his finest creation, he would inflict the greatest suffering. The next morning, Elias discovered the theft and felt a mixture of anger and sorrow. He knew that the doll was meant to bring joy to a child's heart, and he couldn't bear the thought of it being locked away in some dark corner of Lord Montague's mansion. Determined to reclaim his creation, Elias set out on a quest to retrieve the stolen doll. Little did he know that the doll itself had a spirit of its own. Over the years, as Elias poured his heart and soul into his creations, a sliver of his essence had become embedded within each one. This essence, fueled by his passion and love, had given the dolls a subtle form of sentience. As Elias ventured deeper into the heart of the forest where Lord Montague's mansion lay, the stolen doll began to exert its influence. It whispered secrets to the other toys in the mansion, rallying them to its cause. The toys, once inanimate, found themselves drawn together by a shared purpose, to seek revenge against the nobleman who had stolen their sister. The toys devised a plan that was both clever and mischievous. They orchestrated a series of pranks and disturbances within the mansion, causing chaos that Lord Montague could not explain. He grew increasingly paranoid, believing that his actions had angered some unseen force. One night, as Lord Montague lay in his opulent bedchamber, he heard soft footsteps approaching. He was startled to see the stolen doll standing at the foot of his bed, its eyes glowing with an otherworldly light. The doll's porcelain face bore a haunting expression, a mix of sadness and fury. "You stole me from the one who poured his love into creating me," the doll's voice echoed through the room, sending shivers down Lord Montague's spine. "Now, I have returned to claim what is rightfully mine." The doll's words were a chilling revelation to Lord Montague, and he realized the gravity of his actions. The dolls and toys he had dismissed as lifeless possessions had become agents of vengeance, fueled by the bond between a creator and his creations. The stolen doll reached out its porcelain hand, and Lord Montague felt a wave of remorse wash over him. He placed the doll gently on the bed and spoke words of apology, promising to mend his ways and return what he had stolen. As the first light of dawn broke through the windows, the stolen doll's glowing eyes dimmed, and a sense of peace settled over the room. The other toys ceased their mischief, satisfied that their purpose had been fulfilled. From that day on, Lord Montague became a changed man. He used his wealth and influence to support the village, ensuring that the toymaker's creations brought joy to children rather than feeding his own vanity. And as for Elias, his stolen creation had returned to him, carrying with it a tale of vengeance turned to forgiveness, a lesson about the bond between a creator and his creations, and the power of love to breathe life into even the most inanimate of objects.